see how much charge I have in this thing.
Enough to last me a hot second. So I'll use this for now and charge my controller.
Yeah.
Alright. Can you hear me just fine? Or am I too quiet or something? Alright, you can hear me? So, I'm gonna let you decide what I do. I can either do, I can do one of two things. One of them is to do a sortie. Well, actually, one of three things. One of them right now is to do is either sortie, focus farm via, grinding out some Sanctuary Onslaught, or just mess around with Ivora and or, mess with Ivora and or Nidus, or possibly Equinox. Just, essentially, should I level up a friend, grind out focus, or do a sortie? Those are the three options. I have a lot of friends I need to level up. So any of those things would be very, very good right now. I want to get up to this. I want to get to level 15 because I want this, the Eidolon thing, because it looks really cool. Run the sortie super quick. Let's do it. The sortie is... My camera's in the way, so I can't really see that side of the menu real quick. Fantis. That's not too bad. For that, probably should bring... I'm thinking Excalibur. Whoops. Thinking Excalibur with... Definitely not Dread. Possibly the Ignis Wraith. The Ignis Wraith looks really bad no matter what skin you put on it, so... Dex Furus, let's replace those with Escalado Primes. And definitely War, because, I mean, why wouldn't you? Looks good to me. I can't think of a better frame to do this with. Maybe I'll do. I might run Gods for the rescue mission, but for the first one, definitely gonna run the good old fashioned. Definitely taking me off solo, because that'd be bad too. Run the good old fashioned Excalibur Umbra. By the way, I'm using the Excalibur Dex skin with the Umbral parts on it, and the I don't remember the helmet I have on, but just in case you're wondering what I have on my, like, because I think you said you really like my Excalibur. I really like my Excalibur too, so I might put a Sion Dawn on him though, and I might check out what attachments he has on because I'm not a huge fan of the attachments currently. And I got some mints. I hope that's okay with you. I'm gonna slap myself into a party real quick too. So you're not gonna be able to see for a hot second. Alright. Ooh. I need to take a look at my current build on my Ignis Wraith because it's not fantastic. It's not hard garbage. It's still pretty darn good for darn good for taking out infected. And why am I lagging so bad?
The infestation has corrupted all life here. Let's clear it out. Watch your step, Tenno. There are severe threats throughout the ship. I'm still detecting a lot of infestation activity. Let's...
Definitely, I believe my build on it could be better. Because you and Michael, I believe, have just the normal Ignis. The Ignis Wraith is like the normal Ignis, except on steroids. It's actually like significantly better than the actual Ignis. I forget what mod I have on it, but I have a mod that that allows me to shoot through doors. It's pretty neat. I think it might be like called Combustion Beam or something like that. I know I definitely have a reach mod on it because an Ignis Wraith normally doesn't shoot this far. Which is probably actually the best mod I have on it for reach. Ah, that did not work out too well. I also just upgraded my Energizing Dash. I will say, if you actually wanted to get into focus stuff, like I have started to get into focus stuff, ditch Madurai. Like, Madurai is not bad, don't get me wrong, but I would suggest having Madurai be a secondary, because I have 2 schools unlocked currently. Obviously my first one, and I actually unlocked Madurai as a secondary. So I have both Madurai and my main school, Zenyurt. I would suggest getting a Zenyurt lens. They're one of the harder lenses to get, but if you look around on both Cetus and Fortuna, they're fairly common on the bounties. All the lenses you get the lenses from bounties. Madurai is probably the most common, Zenyurt is probably the least common, so it's definitely the most annoying to get, but you can find them as a common drop. You just have to wait a hot second in order to find, like, for the mission rotations, the bounty rotations, but you will find them as a common drop, and that will definitely be what I would suggest. And then I have a Eidolon lens on my Excalibur.
Let's go on the offensive.
I have a greater Zenyurt lens on my War, a Eidolon Zenyurt lens on my Excalibur, and then I just have 2 normal Madurai lenses on my Dread and my my Dex Furus. I actually want to get more Zenyurt lenses to put on my new weapons, my new Prime weapons, especially the AK Stiletto, because I like these a lot more than I do my AK, on my Dex Furus.
Another job well executed.
Easy. I need to show you my new opportunity also, because when I got the whatchamacallit, the deluxe skin pack for Nidus, it came with a skin for Kuros. So I'll show you that. Ooh.
Bring you honor, pupil.
Oh, actually, never mind. I was going to say the different throwing. I will make those though because I wanted a new throwing star. The kunai actually aren't half bad. They're master rank 2, but that doesn't mean they're bad. Plus, they're fairly cheap, so might as well make them. Definitely got the space for it also. Also, the heat sword. I used to have it. If you need a good weapon, a good melee weapon, you already have Broken War, so I wouldn't really worry about it. But if you need a good melee weapon, I would suggest heat swords. They're pretty good. They're good early, which I know you're not technically in early game, but you're still not what I would call late game. Like your early game or your late game mission wise, but actual progress, like character progression, you're not super high up. So the heat daggers are they'd be a little low level for you, but they're still a fairly decent weapon. Obviously, if you have the Broken War and you slap a good heat mod on it, that'd probably be just as good. I would honestly suggest getting, the Broken War is a fantastic weapon. I would legitimately, like, I cannot stress this enough. If you have Temple Royale, the stance mod for great swords, get the War. It is like, I have both the Broken War and the War. I would use the Broken War from time to time, but the War is significantly leaps and bounds better.
This is a rescue mission. To find and liberate the hostage.
I got my War from buying it from because the only way you can have a Broken War and a War is if you have Hunhouse gift bundle, which is surprisingly cheap concerning it like has armor and a weapon in it. My controller battery's low. I know.
That was a juggernaut. We're lured out by the death of infested. Lay low and it should go away or amp up the fight to draw it out.
So obviously you don't have to get the Hunhouse gift bundle to get War. You just have to sacrifice your Broken War, and you have to find the blueprint off. You get the blueprint off the Shadow Stalker, which you should have a Shadow Stalker now. Well, you obviously have the Shadow Stalker because you've beaten the second dream. Once you beat the second dream, the Stalker becomes the Shadow Stalker. And he stops using the hate weapon and he replaces hate with, War. Pretty sure, hate is, so each of his weapons are named after, obviously, an emotion, a negative emotion. The bow is dread. I want to say his kunai is despair, and I want to say his scythe is hate. Maybe I think hate and despair might be switched around, but it's one of those two is hate. Is the melee weapon, and the melee weapon that he has, which I'm fairly certain is hate, the scythe hate, which was god awful. The scythe hate's really bad. I'm gonna let them do that, and I'm gonna handle people out here. Well, actually, I probably should get in there. Even though I'm really bad at corpus hacking.
Here are the holding cells. Search
okay, no, they got them. Opportunities down, that's fine.
Not a minute too soon.
Prisoner located. We need to get them back to command.
Opportunity's not feeling so hot.
Find your way to the exits, and don't leave the subject behind.
Okay, I'm missing an arm. Whoa, okay, my transference is acting really weird. Opportunity, I'll come back for you later, bud. For some reason, it's not letting me do my transference. Is this? Why is this door not opening? Okay, it's just me, because there's enemies going through the door. Well, this is just neat. There we go. Go up. Alright, that was weird.
Escort mission complete. The hostage is safe now. Let's get out of here.
But I pretty much only suggest getting the Warkia Temple Royale. If you don't have Temple Royale, it's still a really good great sword. It's probably the best great sword, but it's not. I mean, unless you are specifically into heavy weapons, which I'm not, then I wouldn't get it. However, the war with Temple Royale and one or two speed mods makes it seem like it's not a heavy weapon. It makes it seem like a light weapon that does heavy weapon damage, which is crazy. That's so good. I'm just giving you some suggestions.
The Dusklight Saracenia grows best in absolute filth. I mean, 100% pollution, poisonous air, and water. Really,
I still not beat the Silver Grove. I think probably Michael's beat the Silver Grove for you. Or no, Michael was helping you beat the Silver Grove, but I think you beat it yourself. I have not beaten it yet, nor have I beaten the Jordan's Precept. I legitimately do not want to beat the Silver Grove, because it just gets on my nerves. I will, though. I was thinking about doing that tomorrow, possibly. Well, not beating it entirely tomorrow, but at least trying to start beating it. Did that on your own? Michael didn't help you whatsoever? No, I thought Michael helped you on that one. They beat the sacrifice for you, which I don't know why, because the sacrifice honestly is not that difficult of a quest.
Deep within this
Look at this man got Knight as Prime. This man also has Knight as Prime.
Created to fight in the old war.
Oh no!
Dispatch this monster.
I didn't realize we're fighting Lephantis. Oh, this is gonna suck. It's only me and one other dude. I have fought Lephantis solo. I can't say I enjoyed it. Man, I would have brought like Rhino or something if I knew I was fighting Lephantis. I mean, Excalibur's always a good choice, but... Well, no, my Rhino is only at rank 10, never mind. I forgot I formatted my Rhino and haven't leveled him up again. Man, I have such a bad habit of formatting things and then not leveling them back up. Or just not leveling the new things up, period.
It's safe to proceed.
How in the world do I get down there? Oh, here. You stuck on some with Umbra? Yeah, Umbra, he wasn't like super hard for me. Like I said, I cheesed both the Sands of Inaros and Umbra with a Rhino Spectre. Alright, I'm probably gonna be spamming my Escalado Prime with this. I don't think my whatchamacallit is going to be too much use. Might resort to using my whatchamacallit. My Exalted Blade. Because I essentially have an unlimited Exalted Blade if I keep using my Energizing Dash. Which I actually upgraded my Energizing Dash recently and I'm super happy with it. The first stage of Lephantis... I'm doing some damage there, I just have to get close to him. Actually, this is only my second time fighting Lephantis. No, it's my third. I fought him, failed, and then I fought him again. I fought him with Volt, which is a very big mistake. And then I fought him using Excalibur and I won. This is my third time fighting him. Man, I shouldn't have brought Opportunity either. I was only stuck on the last mission of Inaros. And that was because I was running out of ammunition, actually. My strongest weapon at the time was my Tigress, and the Tigress has very little maximum ammunition. So wasn't that I was dying too much, it was I was running out of ammunition. So that's whenever I actually modded my Dread, got some ammunition boosts, and then, yeah. I was able to beat him that way. I totally cheesed him also. I probably could fight him, like, legitimately now, but I don't want to. Is the thing. Like, I actually hated that fight, so I'm not gonna try. The Fantasy is a significantly more laid-back fight, so I can just kind of sit here and wait for it to open up and then talk while I'm doing that. Is there any advice you need anything on? Because I probably can give you some advice on some stuff if you're confused. Or, like, give you weapon suggestions or anything like that, or frame suggestions. Well, that was pretty neat. Oh, it's pulling out this guy now. Why do I have... Oh, we have reduced energy. The thing you need on Warframe is money, like credits. Just do the index a ton. Oh yeah, because you need something like 6 million credits or something for the railjack or something like that. Oh, like real money. Oh, Warframe slots. I would gift you Warframe slots because I have some plat left over from the free thing that PlayStation members got. Except I can't gift you anything because you're not on PlayStation. At least I don't think I can. I would legitimately gift you one because I'm probably not going to use the plat for anything else except for maybe Warframe slots myself. Although I already have 13 Warframes, so I don't really... You refuse anyways? I got the plat free though. Yeah, this one starts throwing all the heads at you at once. I don't understand why you refused if I got it for free and I was going to give it to you anyways. If I found a way, I legitimately would, and you know what? There's no way you could stop me either. Because you can't refuse gifts. You just put them, yeah, it gets sent to your inbox, and then you just pick them up from your inbox. So you could refuse by not picking it up from your inbox, but at that point, why not just pick it up? Because I already gave you one. You can also get plat like via other means. I didn't buy a single dollar worth of platinum up until like a few months ago, whenever the new Prime Vault came out. That was the first time I ever spent money on Warframe. And I've gotten quite a few things with platinum before then because I was just smart and learned how to sell in the market. I don't really sell anything on the market now because I just don't have enough time to grind out anything on the market. spending my time making actual money, so I could use my actual money to get the platinum instead. Big brain. Man, this fight takes forever. I don't know why this, okay, he did throw down some Flechet orbs this day. Why is this Valbon not throwing down Flechet orbs? He did. Yeah, I know that you make yourself Prime Burst for that. That's how you get platinum without actually, like, buying it. That's how I got my, Prime Necros. I sold a bunch of Prime parts and, bought them. Honestly, not that good of a frame in my opinion. He's a good frame. I just don't like him. If I'm being honest. That's why he's formed once and then not even rank 30 again. It's not that I'm lazy, I just don't have the time to. And also I'm lazy. I'd actually like... I would rather spend my time in this game doing things I like. Prime farming is not one of them. Like, I like beating sorties relatively. I like grinding focus because that's fairly easy and actually like pretty useful. I like leveling up frames because it means I get to try new frames and new mod combos. This is arguably not, I don't even think arguably, this is just the longest boss fight in the game, and it's kind of annoying. Because like I said, he's not even very difficult. I don't think I'm doing any damage, to be honest. This is doing nothing. Yeah, that's doing nothing. I'm not gonna do that. I think I can actually burn them through their protection. That's the second one down. One more to go? How are we going? What are we waiting for? Yep, here we are. Howdy. Lafayette is just the worst. Game, you didn't need to tell us this Lafayette, we already know. Open up your flap. Does it only open up one flap at a time? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's one head gone. That is significantly more disgusting than I originally remembered. I want to try to do one of these. That's not doing anything. Wow, that was not good. One more head left to go. Pro tip, you probably already knew this, but if you get out of your operator, you can revive things significantly better. Because you can go invisible and then teleport to them. Keeps enemies off your boat while you're trying to revive them. Pretty common knowledge though, so you might have probably already knew that. Or if you're Limbo, you can still revive team members as Limbo while you're in his, while you're in Rift. A lot of people don't realize that either, because you can't interact with most things while you're in the Rift, but you can actually revive allies. This is just the worst. I just want to kill you, mate. He's close. Yep, there he goes. Hey, my headset's almost dead. So I'm gonna have to plug that in a hot second.
Down the now get to extraction. Heavy infestation ahead.
Come on, everyone. Okay, we just totally left the other dude down there. I know, he's up here, I didn't notice him. I mean, shit like this. Just chillax. Boom.
Words coming in, so many of you
Being your best selves.
Nora is just beside herself with admiration.
I love Nora Knight. She's honestly like my favorite character in this game. Maybe tied with Suda. I like Suda a lot. And Teshin. Teshin's pretty cool. Those are my 3 favorite characters. Teshin, Nora, and Suda.
The ingredients you seek will not be easy to come by. They grow in some of the system's most hostile environments.
Didn't
You
look.
can see why we
I got
turn to you
oh
for
man, I
help.
got a Riven mod. I never even like use Riven mods. Honestly, I start my selling my Riven mods. I wanted like the Exilus Warframe adapter, or the Orkan Catalyst blueprint, or the Orkan Reactor blueprint. Like any of those would be good. The Legendary Core would be fantastic, but I wouldn't expect to get those. And even the Iron, I could use the Iron Tane sculpture more than I could use the Riven mod. Like, the Riven mod is completely useless to me. But hey, it's whatever. Kuva. Next is a Pensa mod.
Dreamers.
I might build a Pensa. I honestly might. It's a grenade launcher.
And we're out.
I'm curious to see if Navigator works on Pensa grenades. Because it works on Talon, and it works on the Pox. Doesn't work on bullets, though. It works on my radar that I fire from my gun. Works on the magazine I fire from my secondary. So maybe it's not a bullet firing gun, it's a grenade launcher. So I'm thinking, can I build a Pensa? Let's see. I'm thinking. I might have to go get a blueprint for it. Yeah. I'll have to get the blueprint for it. But I think that'd be interesting. I really want to build the Acelytra. It looks really fun. It's also a rocket launcher. Plasma rockets. Whoops. I want to build this, but I need this Vitus Essence, which is like extremely hard to get. Like absurdly hard to get. Because you legitimately need to beat every single mission on every single planet to even unlock the opportunity to obtain it. It's pretty absurd. Definitely do need to build some ciphers though, because I blasted through mine. I've always wanted to build a Lecta, but it's good early game. I think you'd enjoy the Lecta. I personally like the whatever the other whip is, the one with a bunch of chains on, or the blades on it. I like that one more, but the Lecta's good too. It's good early to mid game. It definitely doesn't scale to scale as well as some other weapons do late game though. I build a Rhino again. I don't know why I would, but I can. Well, I should make some Razorback ciphers when they come along. Alright, what do you think I should do now? So I did the sortie.
What's on your mind, dreamers?
This one would be really hard. I'd have to get a pretty good team on the index to do that. I could do syndicate missions, or I could do something else. That's strictly, I could just work on Nightwave stuff, or I could do the two other things I was talking about. I don't understand why it's coming up. There we go. Unknown error. There you go. I like to have at least 40 ciphers on me at a time, so I don't have to build any for a hot second. Then when I get down to 10, I usually build up to 40 again. I am, like, hacking on console is awful. It's literally the worst. Like, that's why I only use ciphers. That's why I don't hack on sorties, because you can't use ciphers on sorties. I want to get some of the sacrifice tones, or Lua tones, or Valis tones would be good. Oh, does that mean there's like, could I possibly get like, we all live together? Because that'd be awesome. Love some friends, maybe. Okay, which frame should I level up? Because I got quite a few I could level up. Your options are as follows. Ivara. Gauze. He needs it probably the least. Nidus. Go to this one. Equinox could use it pretty badly. So could Ash Prime. So could Rhino. So you have a lot of choices. Which frame would you like to see me play the most? Because all of them could use leveling up equally as much. Or Necros, except I don't really want to play Necros, but I will if I have to. Or if you want me to. I'm just not a huge fan of him, to be honest. Looks cool, though. Definitely one of my cooler looking frames, but not one of my favorites when it comes in terms of actual gameplay. So all my frames have the same, well, almost all my frames have the same color scheme: white, black, blue, and gold on pretty much everyone. Started off actually on my gauze. So I really like this color scheme on gauze, and I was like, you know what, I should try that color scheme on other frames, and I did, and I really liked it. I really like it on Valbound too. Whatever my little heart desires. I don't know which frame do I want. I've been having a heck of a lot of fun with the Ivara. Because Ivara is really fun to mess around with. She's honestly not that entertaining to watch. If I'm being real with you. I'm just gonna adjust my camera a little further down because you're seeing a lot of up here and not much of me. So I can go with Ivara, but I can't promise it'll be the most enthralling. It's probably going to be a lot of me moving around very slowly. Equinox is gonna be me figuring things out because I don't understand Equinox yet. Ash will be me trying to be stealthy but failing. Nidus would be me trying to be tanky and not succeeding quite very well yet. Rhino would be me just walking, shooting things, pretty standard. And then Gauze would just be running, just really fast, just gunning it. So it's whatever you want. There's Gauze on one side, Ivara on the other. You can go either really slowly or really fast. And both of them do whatever they're specialized very well. Gauze goes fast very well. Ivara takes stealth very well. I honestly might get rid of my Loki. I don't like his look that much. I don't use him that much, and I could really use a Warframe slot. And like, I have Ivara now, which is my goal. I only got Loki because I couldn't get Ivara, and now that I have Ivara, I don't really need Loki. So I might get rid of him and free up like a Warframe slot for another frame that I'll actually use. Speed, you want me to play Gauze? Okay, I'll play Gauze. Zenith is not going to be my weapon of choice because the Zenith is not a fast weapon. Gorgon, however, it is a fast weapon. Escalato Prime, let's see what I can get a... I'm not sure if I should go with the Escalato Prime. Let's see. I could go with... It'd be so bad for Gauze. I would kill myself so fast. I'm thinking of the Dex Fierce, maybe. Well, let's stick to the Escalator Prime. It doesn't need to be leveled up. Prism Gorgon doesn't need to be leveled up. What does? The Zenith does, but that's not going to be good. Well, I mean... Voltor... Oh, the Corinth. Okay, we'll use the Corinth. That needs to be leveled up, and it would be good on Gauze. War, you don't need to be leveled up. I don't think anything does need to be leveled up. That actually, well, the Fragor could use it, but I don't really want to use the Fragor, so I am not going to. Or the Sweeper Prime reason, same hell resolve. No, let me see. My Corinth build isn't super intense right now because I formatted it. Okay, so that's multi-shot. I definitely want that on my Corinth. And not Super Prime. I'll just do that. Give it the old deconstructor instead. Okay. Because this is I'm playing my Gauze. I'm gonna try a capture mission. I just want to see how fast I can do a very low level capture mission. Go to Mars and do a capture mission. Defense, rescue, mobile defense, sabotage, spy, excavation, capture. Here we are. My is gonna die fairly soon, so I'm going to do one of these gigs real quick. Just give me 1 second, please. Okay.
You are here to find and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Oh, shoot my energy.
Target located. Bring them in.
Full on my energy.
Mission complete.
That's what happens when you go too fast.
Extraction point. Well done.
What in the world? That was an interesting way to take me. Wow, that leveled me up 0. Nice. Mission time, 2 minutes. That much? What a shame. If you didn't steal my energy, I would have gotten faster than that. 2 minutes is fast, though. Definitely not the type of mission I'm going to want to be doing if I'm trying to level them up, though.
The ingredients you seek will not be easy to come by. They grow in the system's most hostile environment.
I'm actually going to do it like this, because my sound is pretty loud, so I can actually hear it with my headset off, so you should still be able to hear me, and I'm still able to hear the game. I'm actually going to request that I play Ivara now, because I actually really want to show you Ivara, what she's like with the talons and the dread. It's just, it's funny. Obviously this isn't going to give me much levels either, but I'm just trying to show her off.
There is a large Grenier Marine station here. Leave no one standing.
Ballistics and archaic weapons, crude and dangerous, just like the Grenier.
Loving doors that go nowhere. Do I already have that? No, I don't. Consume us! Yeah! New song. I don't know that one, but I'm assuming it's gonna be absolute banger when I get back to my orbiter. I mean, the world's up here. Okay, so this is what it's like with talons. So obviously the talons are remote detonated explosive throwing things. So I can navigate them around, land them in a group of bunch of enemies, and then detonate it. You'll see, it's pretty fun. I think you'll like it. That's obviously not Ivara's namesake ability. Her namesake ability is Prowl. And while on Prowl, you actually do increase headshot damage. So that's why I am just doming these guys. It would have been wise for me if I I'm gonna try here. Ah, shoot. Alright. I wasn't super accurate. And as you can tell, I can navigate that arrow fairly effectively. I'm not super used to it yet, obviously, but the more I play her, the more I'm assuming I'm gonna get better with her. While on Prowl, you are pretty much stuck to a slow walk, a crawl, double jumps, and rolls. If you do anything else, you are immediately shot out of the Prowl. While on Prowl, you also can walk up to enemies and steal stuff from them, behind them. This man keeps turning around, so I'm just gonna kill him. I want to exit Prowl. That's all I wanted to do. I'm gonna exit Prowl for a second. Use my cloak arrow. And in this bubble, I'm invisible. I didn't realize I picked up an affinity booster. Does that affect me? So when I get some energy back. So I told you that's just a pretty slow going frame. I really meant that. You had to stop it every so often in order to keep going. Unless you're constantly picking up energy. Which this tile set doesn't have that much energy spawned on it. So I don't have the opportunity to pick up a whole lot of energy. I can do this though. How in the world? Okay, time for Prowl. Whoops. No one saw anything. So the Talons actually fly slower in Navigator than Dread's arrows do, so it's making for better accuracy. I actually have a Nightwave thing to kill people with blast damage, so I'm gonna do that. So why not? It's fun. Rolling is the most effective form of moving. So the other most effective is dash wire, in which she creates her own dash wire, and you can move freely, no matter, you can pretty much move as fast as you want on the dash wires. That's actually how you're supposed to move around very large areas with Prowl on. Rolling around does its job enough, though. Not dangerous low on energy, but I like to keep my energy up to at least 100 in case I need to emergency cast something. Definitely not going in there. Whoops. Ah, shoot. I was too close. This is a bad spot to be in. This is a really bad spot to be in. My cloak arrow. Oh, shoot. I realize I don't have durability on my cloak arrow. I'm gaining energy pretty fast, though, so I should be fine. Okay. And that's why you have to be very cautious when using explosives on squishy frames. Like, I love using the talons on Loki, but I would always kill myself, at least with Ivara. I have a generally better survival rate.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Final extraction.
Go ahead and scan that real quick. And we'll be out. I only died once, and that was my own fault. I've been shrooming for just over an hour.
The ingredients will not be easy to come by.
Nora is all about incentivizing.
I'm a little tired of streaming. I know I can stop. I just wanted to look at what this said real quick. The Ash Locust helmet. I actually like this helmet. It's probably my favorite helmet for Ash. I think most of Ash's cosmetics look not good. So I'm gonna buy... Well, let me look at what else they have real quick. I like this Equinox helmet. It's pretty good. They kill off Mr. Peanut. I don't know what you're talking about. Who is Mr. Peanut? I'm honestly a little confused and I feel bad. Oh, the Peanut Man. Well, it's tough. Don't really know what to do for you though. Get this Valkyrie helmet where it looks like she has a VR headset on. I actually do like peanuts. I'm a fan of the nut. I actually kind of like this helmet for Ivora. Not Ivora, Equinox. I like her Prime helmet though. I'm satisfied with her Prime helmet. I might get it. I don't know. Do I already have the Armistice helmet? I think I do. No. Oh no, it's this one. I have the Armistice one. I don't have this one. I don't like this one though, so I'm not gonna bother getting it. Should I get the Ash helmet or the Equinox helmet? Because I'm probably not gonna get enough intermission cred for another Organ Catalyst or anything. Equinox helm. Well, I'll show you Equinox and my Ash. The Ash helmet is actually kind of grown on me. I still am not a huge fan of it. I actually like the Equinox helmet though. Okay, I'm fairly I'm actually a pretty big fan of this helmet. I think this helmet looks kind of cool. And then there's the Ash helmet, which I don't think any of Ash's helmets look particularly like good, to be honest with you. That combined with his abilities that I'm not a huge fan of yet, which is why I haven't played him that much. I want to get a skin for Ivora. Ivora's skins. Yeah, get the one for Ash. I told you that his helmet's not that great. Or his default one. I want to get her alternate helmets. Ugh, I like this one, but it's really big. Like, she looks like she has a boat on her head. And then this one just not that good in my opinion either. I don't like this one this much. It's better than her normal one, I suppose. I actually want to get this one though. I really like this skin. If I get a coupon, I actually might buy it. I like this one too. She doesn't have a deluxe skin yet though. This is literally like her only skins are. They've kind of neglected Ivora in the terms of cosmetics. Her cosmetic choices are slim. All of her cosmetic stuff is Tenogen, other than the helmets, and the helmets are not good. But I do really like this one though. What do you think? Obviously, the coloring here. I'll switch off the coloring. Slap that animation back on there though. Ivora skin. This is what it looks like normally. I love that skin. I would honestly keep this sort of coloration with it. Looks really, really cool. Her gold. Her Yaokai one's awesome. I love the coloration for it too. This one, it's meh. But her other two ones are really nice looking. This one's more of a traditional kind of Ivora look. This one's significantly different than what she normally looks like. So, I do like this one too. But if I get a coupon, like a 75% off coupon, I'm definitely going to buy this. Because I don't think... No, I wouldn't be able to buy it with a 50% coupon. But I would be able to buy it with a 75% coupon, so... I think I might wait for that. So I can actually have like a nice looking Ivora for when I use her. Because Ivora's not the greatest looking frame, if we're being honest. Her agile animation is like really weird too. Just swinging around. I like the Haro animation. Yeah, like this, his immobile animation where he just kind of stands there. There's the always classic Titania animations. Where are they at? Womp. Oh. We just fly. You just keep sending me these things. Man, people were talking about like everyone's favorite part about Wisp isn't her like supportive capabilities. It's totally like her butt that you can't see, but like some of her skins doesn't have this, and you can see her butt. That's no joke. Everyone's favorite part of Wisp. She's actually a pretty decent frame though. Not gonna lie. Next was fun, not fantastic. Mag was just downright not good. Like, she's probably the worst frame still. Followed probably by Oberon. No one plays Oberon because he's like the most milquetoast Warframe character. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off